With a variety of open mics and a comedy-based student organization, San Marcos is home to a fast-growing comedy scene. Soon, students will be able to learn about comedy in the classroom. Starting next semester, Vic Shuddy, a grad student at Texas State, will be teaching a class called Creating Comedy.
I'm so excited that we got the opportunity to try this out. It's going to be very much based on how this first class enjoys it, and I'm very interested in fine-tuning it to make it something that could go on in perpetuity.
In the class, students will learn how to write stand-up and sketches, and they will perform improvisational comedy. Shuddy says he worked closely with Comedy Association President Garrett Buss to create the class.
Well, you better be ready to laugh, because they don't call me the best comedian in San Marcos.
We were contacted because Comedy Association is a group of about roughly 70 people. And all who are interested in stand-up sketch and improv comedy. And so we're kind of we are proof that there are students who would want to take this class.
Sophomore English major Max Foster is signed up to take the class next semester.
I always want to be producing more comedy and writing more comedy and stuff. And kind of having a class would be like a way for me to focus that energy and kind of be almost required to produce more comedy stuff, not just on the side, but for a class.
The class is full for next semester, but if students are interested in taking it, they can email Vic Shuddy at vrs45@txstate.edu to be put on a wait list for future semesters. For Bobcat Update, I'm Josh Davis.
The Texas River Protection Association organizes the Great Texas River Cleanup. The event is now in its 34th year. Removing litter is important for the natural habitat along and in the San Marcos River.
And it does the whole 90 miles of the San Marcos River. So it'll go from the headwaters all the way to where the San Marcos River meets the Guadalupe River.
By law, endangered species that live in the San Marcos River must be protected.
We have the San Marcos salamander, the Comal Springs riffle beetle, the fountain darter, which is a small fish, and we also have Texas wild rice.
Some volunteers picked up trash along the riverbanks, while others used canoes or scuba dive gear to collect trash in the water. Participants say their effort not only improved the environment, but were also a learning experience.
It helps connect people to the community. So when you're coming to volunteer for your community and you're learning about what other people do, but you're also learning about the impacts of litter on our natural environment.
For anyone who wasn't able to participate in this year's cleanup, you can still help the river by picking up trash or disposing of it properly. For Bobcat Update, I'm Raven Correa.
Resident Assistant Jared Martin says the effects of sleep deprivation are often visible in the classroom. Martin says going without enough sleep results in irritability, inability to focus, and a lack of concern for homework.
I think that sleep deprivation just, in the long run, it'll cause students to have lower grades.
Inadequate sleep is linked to numerous health problems such as heart attacks, increased anxiety, and high blood pressure.
The National Sleep Foundation recommends that individuals between the ages of 18 and 25 get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. It's no surprise that students get way less.
Texas State sophomore Parker Pennington says she's found a way to cope with sleep deprivation, but nothing compares to getting the proper amount of rest.
There have definitely been times where I have one class on Friday mornings and sometimes I'm just I need to sleep, I can't go to this class today.
Not only does sleep deprivation cause health problems, but it also increases one's likelihood of being involved in some sort of accident. So the next time you're thinking about pulling an all-nighter for an exam, just remember the best way to prepare is to get a good night of sleep. For Bobcat Update, I'm Hannah Shaw.
Oh, it's made me much more self-confident. I can remember years ago getting up and talking in front of a group, hated it, absolutely hated it. I can go now and speak in front of 300, 500 people, and I love it. I think it's certainly given me more confidence, making me more personable. I like people and stuff, but the confidence, competitive, you know, that's my nature, and that coaching instills that in me. So whatever I do, I'm going to do it the best I can, the hardest I can, the fastest I can. I'm competitive. I want to get it done.
Coach Chisholm is, I think, everything. She's a family person, she's a mentor, disciplinarian, kind, outgoing, vivacious, just, I would say, extremely well-rounded, and brings so much to the table at all times.
She's very prepared. We practice every single scenario with every single circumstance, so I always feel ready to play with anyone by my side, or any different lineup. She always has us ready for a game plan.
Oh yeah, she's definitely taught me a lot, even outside of coaching. Again, the people aspect of it all, and not just, you know, meeting someone for the first time and actually getting to know someone and how that can affect your coaching style and your life, you know? So again, it's like if you meet someone and like just say hi and move on, you don't get much out of it, but if you actually stop for a minute and talk to somebody and get to know them a little bit, the personal connection you make with people affects everything else in your life.
She's going to give you the time, the space. If it's a ride, if it's when my mom was passing, you know, she's right there at the hospital all the time. Any one of her players who ever goes and gets surgery, she's right there when they wake up. So when you need something personally, you know she's understanding and she's going to help you out.
As a senior, getting ready to enter into the real world, she's helped me with the process of finding where I want to be in life, and working at finding an employer and being a reference for me. And it's been really helpful to have somebody like her to have my back.
She's helped me become a better leader, for sure. Just this past year, she's called me in her office plenty of times. We've just had lots of like heart-to-heart conversations about her experiences as a leader and how they can help me. So
I can think of several times when there's just an emotional breakdown. It's demanding. This position for a student athlete playing Division I ball, trying to make A's and B's, it's demanding and very stressful. So there's a lot of kids that have needed help, needed an arm put around them to say, you know, it's going to be okay, or at least providing them with resources to get help.
I would describe her kind of like as a fireball.
Competitive.
True Bobcat, through and through.
Personable. And I think it's because of relationships and people. I love talking. I love making people smile. I love getting to know people. I see myself in the future retiring, traveling, seeing the national parks, hiking, fishing, doing something outdoors, being active. But as far as another profession, no. I think I was born a coach. I think, yeah, that's who I am.